He's our 7th grade winner from Pattonsburg.
I am John Williams, and I am from Chicago, Illinois. I live in a small house with my mother, father, and older brother, Andrew. We just returned from the war. The War of the Nations is over, and America won the battle over the Germans. My family and I are so happy that the war is over and that my brother has returned home. Although my brother is home, he is not the same as he was before he left. Andrew doesn't say much, but I did hear him and Paul talking last night on the front porch. He mentioned he was having a hard time forgetting about seeing all his fellow troops die and continues waking up with nightmares. Paul said that Andrew should go to the factory with him and try to get a job. I think Paul wants him to try to keep Andrew busy and his mind off the war. My friend James Young said that America would be changed forever. James said that the war helped us because of the international support, military, and economic gain. However, my parents really disagree with James because they think that America should have stayed out of the war and had nothing to do with it. My parents believe that it only made things worse because of how many lives were lost, the expenses, and the debt of America. I think James is right because our military wouldn't have had been so advanced if we didn't go to the war of the nations. A couple of my favorite things that were built from the war were tanks and trenches. Tanks helped our front line clear the way for soldiers and turn in directions. Tanks did lightning speed. The fastest they could go was 4 miles per hour. Trenches were also a fantastic form of defense. Although they were great hiding places for troops, it was also a place where many troops got an infection on their feet because it was very cold and wet. My friend Mary down the street lost her father due to the war. Her mother started working at a factory, but she was not able to make ends meet to take care of Mary and her 3 little sisters. Mary's family moved in with their grandparents, but Mary was left to help with household chores and caring for her siblings due to her grandparents' poor health. I felt bad for her, so I got a job as a paper boy to raise some money for her and her family. My mother also tried to help out, so she made Mary's family dinner once a week. One of Paul's friends, Mike Roberts, told me that the impact of the Great War on the United States was the political, economic, and social changes. He said that the United States became a military and industrial leader. He also said that production in industries and factories had increased, that technology had advanced, and the nation had started using steel more often because of the war. Mike also talked how unemployed soldiers coming home from the war and how they needed jobs to provide for their loved ones. I think that many families were devastated by the war and the impact it had on the United States. In the end, there were some bad things that came out of the war, but there were also some good things that came out of the war. America stayed strong after the war happened, and that's all that matters.